Hello. Talk, talk, talk. Are you at home? I hope I'm not disturbing you. Today is the 1st of January 2023. It's a new year according to the solar calendar. According to lunar calendar, today is the 10th day of the 10th month. It is a very important day of Guru Padmasambhava. Especially 10th month, it's among the different manifestation of Guru Rinpoche. It's the Guru Rinpoche Dorje Trolu, one who subdued all the evil forces, and it's very important. And so I would like to wish everyone have a wonderful new year. May all your wishes, whatever it is, come true. All the trouble that you might have in your life will subside during the course of this year. For this, it is considered by our teachers that it's really important that try to adopt the state of mind that being aware or mindful on a constant basis, mindful of our body, mindful of our speech, mindful of our mind. Engaging virtue, avoiding non-virtuous action is considered very important. Why? None of us wish to suffer. We all want to be happy. So to adopt virtuous action is so important that everything has a cause and consequences. So as we do not want to suffer, so we have to avoid cause of that create and produce the painful and difficult situations. It is said by the most kind, most precious teacher, the Buddha Shakyamuni, avoid all harms, engage in virtue, especially train your mind. It's considered very important. When we say avoid all harms, any actions that we engage with our body, with our speech, with our mind, it is so important that we are aware and try to avoid them and engage in virtue. Anything that what we do by our body, speech, mind, if it is virtuous, it's a positive, we should engage in them. Especially basis all this really depends on our mind. So therefore, always being aware and try to avoid all kind of harmful thoughts, actions by body, speech, and mind are considered very important. All the negative things to avoid, all the positive things to engage. So, as I wish every one of you be very healthy, very happy, and have a good communication. For this reason, I request please try to be aware of your actions, the body, speech and mind. No one can do this for us. We are the only one who can do it. And especially as everything is interdependent, the external world depends on us and everything. Therefore, please try to engage in virtuous actions, whatever we can do to help human beings and non-human beings, whether it's animals, whoever they are. Especially outwardly, we are dependent. We cannot escape from this planet, although there are many universes, but we are very much depends on the Mother Earth. So therefore, whatever we can contribute for the longevity of our Mother Earth in every level. For example, try to reduce chopping down, cutting the trees, but at the same time try to plant trees that's considered very important. Why? The trees really try to preserve humidity as well as the oxygens. The oxygen is something that we cannot avoid. We cannot live without oxygen. So for this reason, and to support the projects that produces the trees and are very important. And there are so many like animals also very important that helps to preserve our Mother Earth. For example, we think there's no correspondence, no connections with many of the like bees, for example. If all the bees are killed and then it's very difficult for us to have any productions. Like the bees helps to transfer the pollens in the flowers that produces different grains, different like things. So therefore, even to respect all kind of animals, the insects are very important. And then whatever we can do to help anyone who is in difficulties is so important. And to be able to do this, we need support. Support from like highly accomplished beings. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni, who did everything for us. He got enlightened, even though it took infinite, many time, but he did it for us. So to call upon these enlightened beings are really very precious. So for your longevity, for your happiness, so that this year 2023 be auspicious. What disturbs us through three different things: war, famine, sickness. These three things are really depends on our different types of conflicting emotions, like anger, selfish attachment, and ignorance. So therefore, it seems very important to call upon the enlightened ones so that we can really be able to reduce the cause of our suffering, increase the virtue sourced by happiness. It seems very important. So please join with me with your kindness and love compassion, joy, impartiality. Love is unconditional love is something really very precious, which naturally reduces the selfishness. Likewise, unconditional compassion, care for others, has a very important element that will definitely reduce the aversion, anger, conflicts. Then when we encounter a situation that our friends and families and others good success, instead of jealousy, we should really rejoice. And also, the three things, love, compassion, and joy, should be brought impartial to all beings, all lives, humans and non-human beings. These are like suggestions from highly accomplished beings. Therefore, I'm going to call upon Buddha, our precious guide, who got enlightened for us. Please join with me with love, compassion, joy, and impartiality. Also today is Guru Padmasambho's day. Guru Padmasambho is no other than the Buddha himself, as we clearly see in his teachings that he spoke just before he passed away. In the Mahaparinirvana Sutra, where he indicates he is going to manifest though people might think it's two separate sentient beings, but not at all. He is no other than Guru Padmasambho is no other than Buddha himself. I will quote the saying of Buddha himself. Ngane dine minang nang lona chudu nishe na dana koje chalung dongana lakwa jibu yusu na yusu men. And what it means, this Tibetan, and the translation would be, when I despair from this world, year 10 minus 2, meaning in 8 years, he would manifest in the lake of Dhanakosha. People might consider as a 2, but it's not. So I would like to call upon Padmasambhava to subside all the troubles in this world for all of us. And especially today is one of the very important anniversary of Padmasambhava. According to lunar calendar, it's the 10th day of the 10th month, and it's the day that Guru Padmasambhava subdued all the evil forces, manifesting as Guru Doji Tolu. So, Guru Padma source of manifestation of Guru Padmasambhava, is also known as Lord of Great Compassion, Avalokiteshvara. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Lord of Great Compassion manifest from Buddha of infinite light, known as in Sanskrit Amitabha. Om Amidevare, Om Amidevare, Om Amidevare. It is so important for us to have quality of life, the long life. That is Buddha Amitayu, the infinite life. It's very important, so therefore we shall invoke for your longevity and to have the quality of life. We chant and we call upon with the mantra Om Marani Jivan Deso. Om Marani Jivan Deso. Om Marani Jivan Deso. There are so many disturbances in health. So many of our friends and families, people in the world, are not well, sick. So we shall call upon the Buddha of medicine. Deyadam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samutka Deyeso. Deyadam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Raja Samutka Deyeso. Now I would call upon Mother Tara, who protects, who guides us. Om Tare Du Tare Du Re So. Om Tare Du Tare Du Re So. Om Tare Du Tare Du Re So. We need the guidance from the Buddha of wisdom, Manjushri. Amarabhajanade, Amarabhajanade, Amarabhajanade. Now would like to call upon the Buddha Vajrapani, nature of the mind of all the Buddhas. Om Vajrapani Om, Om Vajrapani Om, Om Vajrapani Om. Om Guru Doje Chor Loka Sawase Te Pala Om. Guru Doje Chor Loka Sawase Te Pala Om. Here I wish every one of you who hear these words and message have a wonderful health and happiness and peace and harmony. And please, as I request you, try to help anyone around you, whether it's human beings, non-human beings, in whatever way you can. Please try to help those who are in difficulties, as there are many organizations that we are connected to. We have organized, like the CASA. Please try to help to share things, food, and any other things that people need, and also including the animals. That please join Mother Earth. That helps for the longevity of Mother Earth. Please join to the protecting the lives. That is like saving lives. Please try to help and support Siddhartha, which helps all the young kids, children who need educations and help. I wish you all, everyone, have a most wonderful, happy New Year. 2023. 2022 is left. We said goodbye last night. Now 2021. It's just arrived. So we have to, sorry, not 21, 23. 2023 just arrived. So we celebrate, and we shall really wish that this 2023 be most wonderful. All the trouble in this world be subside. Wish you all most happy New Year. This is PW. Thank you so much for your patience.